want to taste that thing.
They want to taste that thing. Check 1, check 2, man. Yo, Gigabyte, check me on the audio, man. Make sure we good.
No money.
If anybody out there watching right now on Facebook Live, man, hit me in the comment box.
What
Hit me in the comment box, man. Say what up, though.
This nigga got the moon, man. High.
My man Miles just checked in. Yo, not me too. I don't know, though. I don't think it's me. I don't for real like that shit,
Man,
bro.
that motherfucker flat, man. Where the curve at?
I don't even
Show
know
me where the curve at.
Yo, we about to jump right in there. Yo, you know what it is. The Live is Cloud Radio show on the planet. Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the motherfucking moon. You see the moon, man, behind this nigga? I got my man Buddy in the building.
You know what it do? What's
You know what I'm
poppin', you know?
Yo, I got Gigabytes in the building.
I'm in here and I'm about to prove to y'all this bitch ain't no ball.
Oh, shit, man. I got my man Killer K in the building.
What's the deal with y'all?
Got my man Angry Man in the building.
Fuck all y'all.
Got my man 2G's in the building.
What up, though? We hooping, man. We balling, man.
Yo,
Bitch
dog.
hooping, man.
Hey, look, we was gonna jump right into some other shit, I guess, but what we want to just start talking about this shit right now?
Man, we balling.
Fuck your weekend and everything?
Fuck your weekend.
Damn. He said fuck my weekend, dog.
This come from a production team.
Dog.
This is
What
the
up,
first
dog?
time I
Armani,
agree
what
with the
up, though?
production team.
My man Marcus say where the clicker. Yeah, we ain't got the clicker today.
We ain't got no clicker.
All right, so fuck it, man. We
I
already
got this
was
dry as cake, though.
stupid as hell. We already was a live as Cloud Radio show on the planet, so we moved this motherfucker to the moon. You see the astronaut behind us, dog. And I think that shit was fake too, though. But we'll talk about that some other time. Cause I think the moon mission didn't actually happen.
Oh, but you believe this motherfucker's a ball because they told you
Yeah,
that.
all right, well, fuck it, man. I guess
Nothing else makes
we
sense.
gotta jump right in.
I
man.
believe
Just saying,
nothing.
you can't
flat.
select the motherfucking shit that you believe from these
Oh
motherfuckers.
man.
How you gonna?
Oh, man.
They told me it's a ball, but I don't believe these niggas
man.
went to the moon.
We
So these
flying this
niggas
bitch.
selective lie to your
man.
ass,
All right,
right?
all right. So fuck it.
GPS
fell
me-
off this motherfucker.
Right.
if it's flat?
GPS me the coordinates of the falling off part of this motherfucker.
Who the fuck fell off this bitch if it's flat?
So fuck it, man.
said
Let's talk about this shit. Then we gonna jump right into it, man. If you checking us out right now, man, hit me in the comment box or give us a call 760-283-4647. Hit that #1 key, man. We want to know, dog, do you believe this flat Earth shit? All right. So there's a theory out here, basically that says the Earth is actually flat instead of round like we know it, dog. So that's what we want to know. What y'all think about that, man? Hit me in the comment box right now or give us a call 760-283-4647. Hit that #1 key, man. More money, dog. Flat Earth, dog. We gonna start with you, dog. What flat Earth, dog? Is it? Can it be flat? Is it even a fucking possibility?
Bro, I don't believe nothing. I'm sorry.
Hold on, what? I don't even know.
I don't believe nothing. I don't even care.
Say you don't even care.
I really don't, because we've been existing on this bitch flat or round in the fucking first place. So
Nobody fell
fuck
off
it.
this motherfucker.
Nobody fell off this bitch yet.
We shout out.
And I don't know, man. It could be flat though. No, I mean, I understand what they saying in theories and shit in theory, but I've been knowing this bitch to be round my whole life.
Right, me too. Shit.
So
That's
you
all
know what I
know.
mean? Like, if anything was fake, I know somebody got a satellite and took a picture of this hoe.
It's only flat because.
But that's the thing.
internet.
There's
That's
no
all.
real pictures of the Earth on
There's
Google.
some pictures.
bitch been-
Where?
This bitch been
Where?
round.
Not on
There's
Google.
none.
They ain't now on Google, but
There's
some.
none.
He said maybe not.
Okay, then why the fuck won't they show them to us? If this bitch is a ball that they say it is, then why won't they show
They
it to
don't
us?
show us a lot of shit.
Why the fuck? This is the fucking planet we live on.
Who
Why
took a
not show
selfie?
it to us?
Who took a selfie at the edge of this
If you
bitch?
motherfuckers got all these satellites going around this bitch, 100,000 goddamn satellites. Every time I watch this so-called goddamn international space station footage on YouTube,
right.
nigga, I don't never see a motherfucking satellite. Not one. Where the 100,000 motherfucking satellites, and I don't see one of them bitches fly past you?
I mean, so what? I don't understand. What did that prove, though?
What the fuck? Because that shit is fake.
All that shit.
That
fake?
shit, nigga, if I get a $20 billion a year budget, I can fake
so wait a
the
minute.
fuck
So wait a
out
minute.
some
So wait a
shit.
minute. So what you saying now is ain't nobody even been out of space either. Ain't none of this
Nigga,
shit
we
real.
ain't never been past 150 miles past this motherfucking planet.
So first of all, right, if you check us out right now, this is what
fuck?
So what
this is
moon
what
I
people
come
this is
from?
what people saying. They saying basically like you can't really get out the top of this motherfucker. Like basically is a dome over the top of this bitch
That won't allow you out
right.
this motherfucker.
Now, first of all, how the fuck can that happen if like so what? There's nothing above the clouds. Nothing above the clouds. So
There's
what?
an atmosphere.
So what's creating all the shit? What's creating rain and all that shit?
How that shit?
The clouds.
And then where is it coming from?
The fucking ocean. Evaporation.
Man, this shit
The
don't.
ocean, the water from the earth evaporates up into the clouds. The clouds fill with water. They let it back onto the
Is
earth.
this the water that fell off the edge water?
No, it's the ice. It's the ice.
It's an ice ring.
It's an ice ring surrounding.
It's an ice ring. Okay, so it's impossible for you to believe that it can be flat, but you believe that water can be turned into a ball. Is that what you're telling me?
Man,
You can't curve water.
So is there
So
like
how is it floating?
Is there
How?
How's it circulating?
so is there
What
like
do
a
you mean, how's
giant
it-
bowl
what's
keeping this
circulating?
bitch flat?
Can water circulate on a flat surface? Where the fucking rivers flowing
Where
to?
the fuck do you see it circulating?
They flowing. Water don't sit still, motherfucker, like bath water. So where is it going?
What the fuck is you talking about?
So water don't move, motherfucker.
It's just at the
Nigga,
edge.
you got tides.
But what is the tide?
So you telling me the ball is creating the fucking tides?
because
It's
it's
gotta be.
circulating.
No,
It's circulating.
the moon.
Because
No,
it's a
they always said the moon creates the tides. The moon, the gravitational pull from the moon
Well, how
is
does
what
the moon
creates tides.
gravitational get here if you just said it was a dome over the clouds?
Because they say the motherfucking sun and the moon is inside of the dome with us. They say
we the home team.
Oh my
We the
god.
The home team. The whole world.
they say the sun moves around that bitch.
Hey, I'm about to say I see someone staying in school.
This nigga ran ball.
The fucking
Yo,
nerd.
Cortez, what up, Cortez? Yo, the couch is on the moon and shit with that fake ass moon landing. That's what the motherfucking couch
Is there a
is.
toll booth at the end?
Hey,
Hey, this nigga said they both their titties bigger than my girls. That's a shame, man. Need you to get you a bitch with some bigger titties.
Right.
Sorry, I'm sorry for your loss, mother.
I feel
I'm
sorry
for your loss, bro.
I feel sorry for him, man.
Hey, that's a whole other definition of flat Earth. I'm sorry to hear that shit.
That part of
Damn.
flat Earth, man.
Hey,
Yeah, that's the fucked up part of flat Earth.
tune in next week, nigga.
Right,
That's a different
We can talk about that couch again.
I know she praying in some curves somewhere. Yeah, but look. All right, so I just I don't think that's the case, and the only reason possibly because, and it's true, I know the government and everybody else lie to us all the time. So maybe it's because I've seen all of these, all these versions or I guess artistic expressions.
Hollywood
what they think the Earth would look like.
movies.
But
The universal what's the name? Always
Star
starts
Wars.
with the Earth going over the globe Earth.
So
They've indoctrinated
so what
us
about- what
to
about-
think that this bitch is a ball.
So Star Wars.
Thank you. That's what all right, look, my man Miles just said, so what do the bottom look like? That's what the fuck I want to know then.
Nobody knows.
It's a
No,
filter.
it's got to be like if it's never
Nobody
facing the
knows.
sun, it's got to be like a motherfucker
Why?
ice cap or some shit.
If this bitch
So
is
if no
everything
one
they're
knows,
telling
why
us,
is the bitch not
why
around
won't
then?
they show us what it looks like from space?
Cause you're not authorized to see that
point
shit.
is what?
To the core of the earth.
The point is what? They don't shit
How
like that.
far, how far you think you got to
They don't
dig
tell
to
us
get out this bitch?
If you motherfuckers went to the moon in the motherfucking 70s, but now y'all say, well, you know what? We lost the technology, so we can't go back until
Yeah,
we figure it out.
I
again.
don't
Man,
believe
get
that.
the fuck out. That's like Ford saying, man, we lost the technology for cars, so we got to start with the Model T again. Man, get the fuck out
No,
of
that's
here.
some bullshit. Like you said, the government, nigga, they won't tell us who killed Kennedy, and this motherfucker is on Earth.
So you
think
believe
they
this
gonna tell us about some
motherfucker?
shit out there?
So you really believe that they tell us that this bitch is a ball?
I'm like,
You're not
this nigga
authorized to.
here, I
You're
don't
not
believe none of
authorized
that
to know
shit.
that.
I'm just
He
saying,
said you're not
man.
authorized to know.
You're not.
G14
That's,
classified.
yeah, for real. They don't want you
I'm
to
with
know
this
that.
nigga. They gonna tell us what the.
They gonna tell us what
put
the fuck you
on
wanna
the-
hear,
They
nigga.
gonna put it in the computers. They gonna put it in Google. They gonna put in books what the fuck they want us to fucking know.
Right.
At the end of the goddamn
You might
day.
to question anything.
But see, at the end of the day, they're still stealing from us while they're lying to us. That's the big difference. There's a difference between a motherfucker lying to you and then lying to you and from stealing from you to you and then telling you a lie about what the fuck he stole
My
from.
man Miles said you're an idiot, bro.
Go fuck yourself.
My man Miles said you're an idiot.
Man, fuck mom.
Hey, Gigabytes can't take it when somebody calls him idiots. It's all good.
Especially when he talking this old dirty shit.
Yo, Sonya says not G14 classified though. Somebody asked Will Smith.
So you telling me you did through the earth, come out in China?
But that's the thing. You can't dig through this motherfucker. They done dug 8 miles into this bitch, and that's the farthest they can go.
So
That's the farthest they can get.
Because why?
Because we don't have the technology to go any
it's
further.
Because there's some shit in the middle that'll fucking blow up. Because it's a middle to this motherfucker. And in order for it to be a middle, motherfuckers got to be a ball, nigga.
Shit.
I'm just saying.
A flat Earth can't have a middle.
So what would happen though? Theoretically, if it's flat, if you dig a hole in it, everything gets sucked into
space.
So
you
you
gonna fall into
so
space.
you telling me your sidewalk out there is flat? There's nothing up under it?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. There's earth up under this motherfucker, but that don't mean this bitch is a ball. That's the whole fact. They're lying about it being. We're not saying that this bitch is a fucking record. I'm not saying that this bitch is a fucking 45.
Layers.
Because when you say flat, that's what people think about. Like,
I mean, yeah, we say flat.
No,
That's what I think about.
the flat meaning that this bitch is a plane. It's a if y'all know anything about geometry, a plane is a flat. It's flat. This bitch is flat. They can't prove any fucking curvature. So if you have no curvature, it's a plane. A plane is what? Flat.
So if it's flat, that means there's an end to it. And where is that?
They're saying Antarctica is the end.
So we start to get at
So Antarctica, all the way around this bitch.
It's encased around Africa. I mean, Antarctica is
And
encased
nobody,
in it.
So there's no equator.
Nobody has ever went over this motherfucking ice cap.
The governments will not allow
The
it.
government wasn't around forever, nigga. So
Then somebody might have fell up off this bitch and they not here to tell you, nigga.
This nigga retarded.
Shit.
yo,
The nigga fell. He can't come back to
yo,
tell you.
He
Shit.
went by himself.
hit me in the comment
Hey,
box.
he had to be.
He went
Hit
by
me in the
himself.
comment box, man. Let me know what y'all think, dog. Is the
Say
earth
that,
flat?
That nigga fell over there, nigga.
He fell over there. He ain't never coming back because
over there.
he still hollering. Listen. You still can hear him hollering.
Yo, hey, again, like I said before, I don't trust the government. Just like the astronaut behind us right now. I think the moon landing was probably a hoax and shit. I don't believe we actually went to the moon, but I do believe, and this is the reason I believe that the Earth is round, because what's the odds though? This is just my thing. What's the odds? Because you can see other planets. You know, at certain times of the season, you can see planets with your naked eye and shit. So if like the two you can see was what Saturn and some other shit, but if those are round, what the fuck? Why wouldn't this one be round? If everything is going off of like
but what pictures have they showed you? I mean, you can't fucking literally sit there and see goddamn Saturn like this bitch is a gumball on the fucking wall there.
Yeah, and at a certain
no, you cannot.
yes,
no,
I'm
the fuck you
I'm gonna need you to
cannot.
look this
That
shit up.
bitch-
I'm gonna need you to look this
Pull
shit
it
up.
up. Pull it up, nigga.
I can't.
Google it.
I'm talking right now,
Nigga,
but you can't.
I can pull that
I
shit.
know.
There's no images
There-
that
no,
you
I'm
can
saying-
see
Go,
of anything
With the
other
naked
than
eye
the
in it.
motherfucking moon with
I'm
the
trying to-
eye other than
motherfucker.
being a light.
Motherfucker, I'm trying to tell you though. You can see the shape of Saturn with your naked eye, nigga, at a certain point in the summer. Look the shit up, nigga. I seen it with my eyes, nigga. I had an astronomy
It's a
class.
Your eyes
It's a
lied.
Oh, my eyes lied. Come on, dog.
So you're telling me?
It was like,
So how big was it? Is if you was to put it in diameter, was it the size of a dime?
His eyes
Was
lied.
it the size of a
dime
pea?
or a penny. A
It was
dime or a
size-
penny.
So you telling me that motherfucker that's 35 million miles away,
Hey, my nigga, if you don't
35 million miles away, you were able to see that bitch the size of a dime.
You can see it.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to tell you.
It wasn't
On
shaped
the
flat.
top, on the top of the motherfucking observatory.
How your
at
nerd
Wayne
ass
State
don't know that?
University. I had an astronomy class. I didn't do that shit on purpose.
Right. It
No,
wasn't-
this
it
shit
wasn't-
only happened like a certain couple of days in the summertime. I'm trying to tell you.
No,
Look this shit up.
Was it shaped flat?
You got any pictures?
Nigga, I saw it. I didn't have pictures. I saw it.
What did it look
You
like?
see little aliens falling?
You can see the ring around the motherfucking circle. You can see it with the naked eye.
You can see the ring. That's not Jupiter, bro. That's Saturn.
Oh, that's what he said.
You said Jupiter.
He said Saturn.
That's
I
it.
wouldn't say
You said
Saturn.
Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you saw the ring. Was the ring going parallel? I mean,
How
was
the
it going
fuck he
horizontal or was it going motherfucking vertical?
Man, the fuck?
Is that a diagonal? But
Is
you
that
can't
exact?
you can't see it spinning. Like you can't see that.
And
with
you
your
seen
naked
it
Good
with
answer,
the
man.
eye.
eye. But you can see the
don't know
circle.
which one
Yeah.
was that.
without any kind of image
shit on that.
enhancement. Okay.
Dog, look
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
your
I'm
story.
saying.
That's your story.
So if other planets are around, what make you think this one not? I don't understand. What make you think
Okay,
it's
what
not?
other planet did you see?
Everything. I don't know. It was something else. I
What
don't
other planets
remember.
did you see?
It was something else. It's something else
What
next to
other
Saturn.
question?
I don't
Something else.
remember,
That's
motherfucker.
sarcastic
Something
question.
I ain't been in
I
school
mean,
for
come on now,
motherfucking
we
15 years.
can't be debating and you say I don't remember. You gotta come with your facts, bro.
Well, man, they all look the same on certain summer days, man. So you can.
Dog, Venus said it's a cornball subject.
Then go watch something else then, motherfucker. Swipe to the left.
Yeah. Damn. Damn, Miles trying to call your motherfucker intellect, nigga. And nigga said 13 miles is as far as they can go, nigga.
13 miles is as far as what can
8
go.
miles is not true. They can dig deeper than 8 miles.
He said 14.
14? I thought he said 8.
No, he said 14.
He said 8.
What happened?
No,
I
I
said 14.
He said 8, nigga.
No, I said 8.
He said
He said 8.
Oh,
Hey, look, niggas is Googling this shit now.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. All I'm
Hey,
saying,
man, really?
all I'm saying, though, is that this motherfucker can't be.
Can't be,
The only
bro.
reason I think it's not flat is just because
Hey.
when you go back to and this could be reaching far, but when you look back in like ancient societies who couldn't talk and shit, and they drew pictures, all of their planets was round. Like what? I mean, I don't understand. Like everybody been. If anybody would have known this bitch was flat, it would have been niggas from back then who was operating around this motherfucker with no government.
Yep.
And they didn't decide that bitch was flat.
They would have hiked. They would have
They
hiked.
the hike that fell right off that
Hell
bitch.
yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So
That- Not
They're
if
looking for
not
all
if
type
there-
of people back then.
not if there's a government's protecting this shit by military force. How the fuck is you gonna get there? And
Man,
then
you ain't
it's
hear what he
200
just said?
The ice walls of Antarctica are 200 motherfucking feet high. How the fuck you gonna get up there without a helicopter or something?
with the helicopter.
so let me ask you this.
hike
Then.
up there.
If that's the case, then if it's a 200-foot motherfucking ice wall, how is the polar caps melting? And that's not.
That's the north. That's in the north. That's not the south.
Can we Google
But
this?
it's a ring though. You said it's going all the way
There's still a
around.
fucking north in the top of it. A ring in the fucking ice ring in the top.
So what the
Can we
fuck?
Get
That,
the fucking
so
diagram.
so
Can we Google this location?
I want to. I want to
So
stay.
there's no polar cap on the top and
Hey, I want to find a house
There is
right in
no
the middle
top-
of this
there is
bitch.
no top and there is
It's
no
just
top
it's
and
just
bottom.
one polar cap.
There is no
Hey,
top and
I want to
bottom.
find a house right in the middle of Earth. Like right in the middle of Earth. I want to have my shit right in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
In the middle.
you know what? When
I
you
wanna live on
grow
the
up,
corners.
you will be able to.
Yeah, I
wanna
want
live on the flat
my,
surfaces.
Cause they just told me about equators.
But
and
what
all that
about all right?
bullshit.
So what about
that's
this though?
fucking-
What about the people who sailed and flew airplanes around the world? How did they get around this motherfucker without turning around?
Shit, ask them, did they motherfucker every time they were flying, did they have to keep curving down? Because if this bitch is a ball
No, it's-
and you have to, then that means the plane has to keep curving itself down every few goddamn feet.
Is there a toll booth there?
Them bitches go straight than a motherfucker. Okay, so dispute that,
So
bro.
if they going straight, where do they end up at?
You go like this.
Until
and
what?
not like-
Until what?
Because if you flying, you definitely over a 200-foot ice
I
wall.
wish you'd look
So
at
where
the
that
fucking
motherfucker
flat
at?
Earth diagram and you stop asking me these idiotic questions.
do
bro.
it.
What's
What's
the
the idiotic question?
Look at the fucking
Google
Earth
that
diagram and you'll
location.
see how the motherfucker goes.
Hey, man,
But is
Google
it, we talking about a 200.
If you're flying on a motherfucking ball and you cannot fly straight on a ball, you have to keep curving down.
Not if it's
Every
rotating.
Okay, if that's the case, if the Earth is rotating, then that means I should be able to go up into the sky, stay in one place, and that bitch moves, and I should be able to come down 15 hours and be in another goddamn place, right?
So science
If
shit,
that,
bro.
right?
Nah, so science
Right?
shit.
I should be able to go up in a
I
helicopter,
understand what you're
go
saying.
up as high as the helicopter goes, and just stay there. Stay steady in that one spot. And that means the Earth should move up under me, correct?
Okay. I see what
Within
you're saying.
15 hours,
No, you're-
I should be 15 hours and moves at 1,000 miles per hour. I should be 15,000 miles from my original location, correct?
So there's no account for gravity. at all.
Gravity. I was going to say that. It's not
Where
called gravity.
you don't need it's
Don't say
That's
you don't
what I'm
say
saying.
from the study. The gravity doesn't exist. There's density.
Yo, fact.
You don't have gravity. It's density. If things are heavy,
That's what
if it's
science
heavy,
Venus
it's
say you trying to
motherfucking.
justify some BS.
Hey, that's what
Then
science
take
shit,
your
yo.
motherfucking ass somewhere and learn to hear some of that bullshit on Facebook. We didn't bring you here.
That nigga mad. He mad as a
You
motherfucker,
want a
Venus.
flat earther motherfucker. You all mad and shit.
I mean, but don't come with that bullshit if you can't come with a dispute. If you don't like what I'm saying, go the fuck somewhere else. I mean, straight the fuck up.
Dog, what you mean a dispute? Ain't no dispute.
Ain't no
nigga.
dispute.
You the one got a dispute.
Yeah, you the
No,
one.
y'all-
You
no,
want
it
to
is a dispute because y'all.
You trying
y'all
to change
saying
it when
you
we
the one
know.
The dispute. You the
Yeah,
one
you
trying
got
to change
change us.
history.
You got to
change
try to
us.
convince
You
us.
ain't showed
I
us.
ain't got to convince
The
shit.
Google
All I
location.
do is
That's
give,
what
all
you
I got to
believe.
do is give you the facts, and then if you accept
Show
the motherfuckers,
us.
you
But
accept
that's
them.
what
If
you
don't,
believe.
You don't.
That's what you believe.
No, this is
Where's the
evidence
Google
that they
You can't
showed
tell
me.
Venus- you can't
This is
tell
evidence
Venus to
that
leave
if you show
because you
me
believe
evidence
that.
of something, and these motherfuckers have showed me evidence of nothing, then I'm gonna start believing the motherfuckers that showed me some evidence of something.
Man.
Than these motherfuckers that's always lied about some shit.
Man, they been lying
and
their
then
whole
lying
life.
to these other stupid
Why
motherfuckers
you?
on
Why
here.
you? I don't even care.
Google both that location. Is that location
Hold on,
Google?
dog. Venus said, my nigga don't get mad at me because you're stupid. Wow.
Bitch, please.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wish we had the bell.
Why she going so hard on you, dog?
The bitch ain't got no life. Obviously.
Oh,
And ring the bell. Ring
Ring
the
the bell,
bell.
word. We need the bell on
The
it.
bitch ain't got no life, obviously.
Oh, man. Dog, this is too funny, dog. Yo, hit me in the comment box right now.
I did not share in the thought society, okay?
Oh.
So however you got there, it was by motherfucking mistake.
Damn. Shit just got real.
What she say? Send me your lope. Oh.
This nigga stupid. He said that shit. Hey, dog. Let me see. All right, so look, this is where I got a problem though, because if it is flat, let's just say let's go with what he's saying. So the Earth being flat, how do you explain the star constellations, which actually do go around the horizon?
Okay, no.
How do you explain that?
Okay,
More bullshit.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
If we're moving at 25,000 miles per hour, rotating, okay? We're moving around the motherfucking sun at 60,000 miles per motherfucking hour. We're moving through the universe at, what is it, 100 and something?
Wait.
Thousand miles.
Wait a
No,
minute.
I'm just saying.
Wait a
No,
minute, let's
listen,
go back, though.
No, listen. No, wait a minute.
Are
wait,
we
wait.
moving around the sun? I thought the sun was moving.
No, I'm just saying, from your model,
Okay,
we're
alright.
supposed to be the Earth spins,
Yeah.
the moon goes around the Earth goes around the sun goes around the universe, correct?
Right, okay.
Okay, then how in the fuck are those constellations still in the same spot? How the fuck do they still end up in the same spot if we're constantly moving through the fucking universe?
Because it's all a circular motion. Everything comes back around in circular motion.
we
nigga.
flat
Are
on
you
spinning.
fucking serious?
Yeah, that's what a circular motion
How
is.
it is.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
360.
So you're telling me
Like if
we're
you do a
moving-
360
we're
dunk, you
moving
come back
through
to the rim,
universe,
nigga.
but we're moving through the universe.
That's
So you're
how it
saying we're
is.
moving through the universe parallel, correct? Is that what you're saying?
It's all the circles, dog.
Nah.
It's a cycle around and it's a spinning
You
cycle.
gonna
That's
come
what it
back
is.
to
Just
that
like
same
this. Just
point,
like this.
man.
This is how it is.
And we're
So
flat.
at some point you gonna get back to the same point.
So how do they stay in a perfect circle if we're going in a spiral? How is it in a perfect circle then? How the constant? If I know you've seen those moon patterns, and when they take the pictures of the moon patterns, and the motherfuckers are moving around in spirals. How in the fuck? If we're moving through the universe in a spiral, how's they going in a circular motion then? If we're spiraling like this, that shit
The
don't
earth
make
is spinning
sense.
and it's going in a circle.
It's looking
Bro,
for
It's
what?
still
That
it's
shit
still
don't
going
add
in
look
up.
at Vita
That
say.
shit don't add up.
What you say?
That shit don't add up.
Say, bitch, who your mama or your girl?
See, that's
She
the problem
fine,
with
she
bitches.
fine.
They always want to throw your mama into it.
Damn.
Bitch, talk about me.
Yo, that-
Bitch, don't bring my mama into it. But mama, I bet you my mama will beat your ass.
She probably like
Bitch.
She probably like
She
stop
said
why you
tell
call
her-
her bitch.
She said tell her to go to the edge and jump off there.
Damn.
Goddamn. It's going down in this
going down.
motherfucker right
Okay, so this
Yo.
bitch really want to get trolled.
now. Yo, mama.
Oh, she want to know what a real troll is. Okay.
Hey,
Yo,
but then he can't do that though, cause the bitch is not flat. This bitch is not flat. He can't jump off the edge.
No, my man Miles said, all right, so he said,
You
if
ain't
that's the
like that.
case, then how is the wind directed and how are hurricanes created?
The government controlling the weather too.
Well, I mean, I think they do. I think they do.
There's
So I don't know.
still, it's still gonna be weather patterns. That the weather patterns aren't determined just because the bitch is spinning.
So we're
Huh?
spinning.
They're not being determined just because this bitch is spinning.
So we're flat.
So what's determined?
The ocean and the moon determines your weather patterns.
I mean, I don't know. You're not convincing me, though. I'm not convinced.
You're not
I
about to
guess
convince me
I have to see.
Like I said, I'm not saying that this bitch is a complete flat like they're saying it is.
Yeah.
But they're lying about something. This bitch is not the ball that they're saying. This bitch is not 25,000 miles in circumference.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because there's not enough curvature in it for it to be that small. Now if they just said this bitch is 250,000 miles in diameter, I'd have said, okay, y'all niggas need to do some more motherfucking math. But from what they're saying, that shit don't add the fuck up. Now, I'm just telling you what I've learned from the evidence that they're giving from the flat earth shit. I'm not saying that it's true. I don't know. Just like you niggas, I don't know. But like I said,
But you believe in it, though?
No,
I don't care.
Like I said,
That nigga say he don't care.
if you in a murder trial and the defense gives you this evidence, but the prosecution gives you nothing, who the fuck are you gonna believe?
Nothing.
You a mother see, you a clown ass nigga, man.
Nothing.
Nothing. He all mad now.
He bad.
Venus just trolled that nigga. He all mad.
I ain't believing shit till I get a tweet, Instagram picture of the
That
first
nigga said
motherfucker that
talking
fell
a
off.
tweet. Get the fuck out of here.
And talking the first tweet or something to the first person that fell off this bitch.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing though. So you mean to tell me there ain't nobody? I know NASA and the government got motherfucking strict motherfucking security on motherfuckers. Ain't nobody made it to this motherfucking 200-foot
telling
wall.
me Scott ain't just said I'm doing that shit.
Right,
I'm
nobody.
getting to that bitch.
Right.
Well, arrogant ass Trump
But
ain't
ain't
saying
nobody,
fuck it, I'm going to
nobody gave me any kind of compelling evidence or that this bitch is the ball that they say it.
Who fell off?
Well, like
this
I
bitch?
just said, the motherfuckers who
See,
sailed
that's
across
the clown shit right there. I'm not gonna even justify that clown.
So how do you sail and fly around the world without coming to the end?
Who seen that this bitch was a ball?
That's my point.
Who's saying that this bitch is a ball?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
So every picture that they have of the Earth for space is made up.
Those are all Photoshop composites.
So no satellite.
Google it. There's no real Earth pictures on the net. They're all Photoshop composites.
And you believe that because you Googled it.
And what Google tells bitch is flat.
You don't believe the government, but you believe Google.
Because Google has more sources than one motherfucker.
But government control that shit though. You know they let out what they want to.
Okay,
Right?
I'm not like I say, man.
Where's other folks?
You can't. If a person's already bullheaded and stuck in their ways and believing something, and you bring them proof or evidence of something, and they still don't believe it, then they're going to stay stuck in their ways, and I'm wasting my time.
Well, how about this then? I want to ask you this then. How is
I'm stuck in my ways.
How is the weather in the southern hemisphere hotter than it is up north?
There is no southern hemisphere.
Why is it hotter in Atlanta than it is here?
That means
I don't know what the fuck you don't understand about hemisphere.
Then that just
why is
means
it hotter in motherfucking
that
Cuba?
means the sun rotates closer to it then, huh?
How?
That's
if it's
close.
flat.
If it's flat.
That's closer to the ice.
We should all be at that same
Right.
level if it's
That's
flat,
closer to the
right?
ice.
I don't get it.
That's not close to the ice.
Okay,
Right, it's close to the ice, right?
so you telling me that light is just as close to you as it is 2G's? No, it's closer to him. So if he's Atlanta and your ass is Detroit, nigga, you still getting sunlight, but it's not gonna be as bright.
At some point we're spinning though.
We're
right?
still we're sharing the same
though, right? At
in
some
the same
point.
hemisphere. We're sharing the same motherfucking light, but whatever part of the hemisphere is closer to that light or directly under it is going to get more heat from it. We're farther from it.
Man, internet.
Always?
Internet, bro.
Okay, bro.
But I thought you said that it spins. It still spins though.
I did not say it spins.
So it's flat and it don't spin. It don't do shit. It's just sitting there.
It's just flat.
The Earth.
What the fuck? No,
the sun and the moon goes around it.
So it's four corners.
Man,
So
I don't
at
give
some
a
point,
shit.
It's gonna move away from Cuba then. Why is it always hot in that motherfucker when it ain't hot up here?
Hey, so you said
If the sun's steady moving.
The motherfucker rotates around it like this, nigga.
it's flat.
that's
How's it
four
rotate?
corners.
But it stay. But it's
Four
they stay.
corners.
It
If it's
can't
flat.
stay in. It can't stay in a natural pattern.
But if it's flat, it's four corners though.
It's,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't be.
I mean, it
convinced
gotta
of
be
this
a
shit,
corner somewhere around that bitch.
man.
It's flat.
it's
But
flat.
they're saying it's round though, right? You're saying it's round. It's just
It's
flat.
flatly
right?
round.
Like the flat surface is round though, from the picture you showed.
Like I said.
From the picture you showed, it's round still.
From the evidence that they show
Like a
of
pizza.
people sending up those balloons with those helium balloons with the GoPros on them,
Uh-huh.
and the GoPros rotate in a 360 degree and you see no curvature. The horizon is completely flat. So like I said, either this bitch is flat or this bitch is bigger than they're telling us it is.
Okay. Maybe I can go with that. Maybe I can go with it being
But
bigger.
they're lying about something.
That I won't believe.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't say this bitch. I didn't say. I kept saying they say it.
Why they clowning on you?
They
I don't give a fuck what they
And
think.
they say when you
Because
with
half of
Cody.
these motherfuckers ain't got over a 6th grade education, so I can give less than a fuck.
Venus said mine is a terrible thing in the way.
They going in on you,
Go
good.
use yours then.
Damn, this shit get real motherfucking hostile.
Real hostile.
Let me see.
God damn, do I come on your corners kicking dicks out your mouth? Don't come to my job.
Whoa.
Damn, I don't come to your corners kicking
Wow.
dicks out your mouth. I allow you to get every suck you can get.
Wow.
Don't come to my motherfucking job fucking with me.
Damn, all this over a flat earth? Damn. Yo, this shit is real. I didn't know this shit was that real, man.
They beef.
Yo, hit me in the comment box, dog, or
I
give
ain't
us a
got
call.
I ain't got no motherfucking etiquette. I'm an educated thug, motherfucker. Shit, I got books and guns, bitch.
760-283-4647, man. Call in and talk to Gigabytes because he angry than motherfucker.
Yeah, somebody argue with this nigga, man.
I got books and guns.
I don't feel like arguing with this nigga, man. Somebody call in and argue with this nigga, man, because
That's so you stupid, dog. So angry, man, dog. What you think, dog? This motherfucker flat, bro?
You know what, man? Listen to all this shit. It's like this here. We ain't gonna know. We don't know exactly what the fuck they want us to know.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can argue and debate this bullshit all fucking day, but like Monk said, at the end of the motherfucking day, who motherfucking cares?
who cares?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We surviving to this
honestly,
bitch.
on my theory, I think the Earth is round. I think it is because you know motherfuckers that traveled this Earth and did this bullshit, did this shit, satellite. Nobody has ever reportedly fell off this bitch.
Yeah.
In the 42 years I've been off Earth, or
But how would you
never
know?
heard.
If they fell off this bitch, how would you know?
I mean,
They can't
but-
report back to tell you they fell. Nigga, they failed.
But
That's like a
somebody do
motherfucker falling off
everything.
a cliff and then being able to tell the motherfuckers back at the camp he fell. Nigga, he can't tell them until they come looking for his
He
ass.
went by himself. He went by himself.
He went by himself. Somebody went with the motherfucker.
He went by himself.
I guarantee you done seen the motherfucking hieroglyph when the motherfucker fall off the earth. And that shit, cause them motherfuckers in Egypt would have been in that bitch. Hey, them Egyptians would have had the motherfucker fall off earth like this.
Hell yeah.
With a dog face, like.
Around the edge, that'd be like 16 motherfuckers. Because he ain't go by himself.
Going to the edge of the earth.
Hey.
Don't follow me. Going by my goddamn
You
self.
got people jumping off bridges and shit. Never heard niggas jump on the face of earth for that motherfucker.
These bitches round than motherfuckers.
I want to jump on the fucking earth.
But then
Duh.
again, you know who the fuck down left me in charge of flattening round? I could be wrong.
And then another thing too, though, and again, that shit was fake though. So I don't know. This is a hard one to even argue because I still really don't believe that the moon landing happened. But theoretically, they said it ain't no gravity on moon. But if the moon is rotating, why the fuck it ain't no gravity?
Okay. You just said you don't believe that they ever went to the moon, right? Okay, if they
I believe it's there though.
No.
And I believe it's
Okay,
round.
wait. I'm about to prove something
motherfucker
from
look
your
round,
statement.
right.
You said you don't believe they went to the moon. So if they never went to the moon, how in the fuck they get a picture of the Earth then? You have to go to the moon to get a picture of the Earth.
Who said
They
that?
got satellites that circle around this bitch,
No,
don't they?
the satellites only revolve only about 30 miles outside this bitch.
Oh, that's all.
Around right where that International Space Station is supposed to float.
Yeah.
You can't. You gotta be at least 100,000 miles outside this bitch to get a full picture of this motherfucker. They ain't got nothing out there like that. And if they do, and if they supposed to have this Hubble telescope that they taking these pictures of these motherfucking stars, billions of fucking light years away. Motherfucker, turn that bitch around and take a picture of the Earth one good time and show it to us, nigga. Click. What the fuck?
She mad or no, nigga?
I'm just saying, nigga, I'm looking at my motherfucking federal taxes every motherfucker too. Nigga talking about, nigga, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Nigga, yes the fuck it is. Your federal taxes paying for that motherfucking fake ass moon landing and these fake ass satellites and shit, nigga. So yeah, you got
I
something
wish
to do
y'all
with
could see
that
this
shit.
nigga face. This nigga mad
Shit,
though.
nigga, I'm tired of motherfucking hundreds hundreds of goddamn dollars coming out of my motherfucking check
Fuck
from
it.
motherfuckers
We're paying them, bitch.
Shit, nigga, especially if I ain't got no pussy for this hundreds of motherfucking dollars. Shit, at least child support, I got some pussy out of it. It might not have been good, but shit, nigga, the nut came. Shit. The government ain't gave me shit. Nigga, they don't even give me a nut. Nigga, at least suck me off one good time for these hundreds. The fuck?
I'm gonna tell you
Motherfucker, that ain't got that
It's like
shit.
what?
It ain't got nothing to do with
son.
me. That shit. Yeah, motherfucker, when you make $2,000 a motherfucker
Hey, and
every
that-
2
and that
weeks,
nigga sweating.
nigga, and they taking $600 in fucking federal taxes, nigga, you got really something to do with that shit.
And that
For
nigga
real,
sweating, man.
nigga, I just put some gas in that motherfucking spaceship or something with that $600 motherfucking dollars. I just paid an astronaut's motherfucking house note or something, nigga.
You deserve the truth.
Fuck that. I got a right to talk about this shit. And go fuck yourself.
Damn.
Damn, that nigga mad. But guess what? I don't care about none of this motherfucking shit. Fuck this shit.
Well, fuck
The
it,
world,
nigga.
the
When
world
you-
is the
when
world,
you outside
motherfucker.
your check, nigga, and I'll lie to your motherfucking
You
ass
ain't got
too.
to. I don't need
Shit.
another motherfucker in it. It's already a motherfucker
Hey,
in
nigga,
it.
you ain't worried. You ain't talking shit about that.
That's the
pimp
law.
that's putting dick in you and
Why
taking
not?
your money too.
Why not?
Shit. So
What
why?
we talking about now?
I don't know what he talking
Nigga,
about.
the motherfucking federal government, nigga, you get dicked every time you get your check, nigga.
What the fuck, dude?
So 2 G's, nigga. Yeah, move right along.
What
2
the fuck
G's.
planet you niggas landed on? That's all I want.
2 G's, what you think, dog? That
What the
motherfucker
fuck
flat,
planet
man.
you niggas
Is it
landed
round?
on?
What you think, bro?
I'm about to gas up the whip and try to find this flat corner of the earth, man. Or something, man.
Well, dry to that
Quarter
bitch.
around this motherfucker ice rink and shit.
Right, I don't dress warm. It's just in case I hit the ice block. What is it, Antarctica blocks or some shit?
Yeah.
Right.
200
Do
feet.
something else makes sense, man.
So Venus, I bet you got a bunch of racks back for all them motherfucking kids your ass got then.
Oh, these niggas trolling
Shit.
now.
Oh, they trolling.
Yeah, these niggas trolling now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you say you don't give a fuck.
Nope.
But what you think, though?
I think the bitch round.
Bitch named after
It
a
gotta
hot-ass
be round.
fucked up planet. The planet ugly as a motherfucker, and they named you after that. That's fucked up. That was kind of disrespectful. They might as well called you hell.
But who knows is ugly?
Shit.
Oh, you stupid, dog.
Shit. Hey, from what your motherfucking government tells me, it's an ugly motherfucker.
How you know though? You don't believe what the government tell you?
Right, right.
Hey,
Oh, here we go.
do you niggas?
Did you
No.
Google it?
I don't.
That's why I don't give a
Obviously, I
fuck.
don't.
Cause they ain't gonna tell you shit.
But that's
They ain't
the
gonna
problem.
tell me
but
shit.
that's the problem. Niggas don't give a fuck.
You're
That's
not
why
author-
we have no political power or
You-
nothing
you're
else.
not
'Cause niggas
authorized.
don't give a fuck.
And no
Niggas
authorized.
don't
You're
give
not
a fuck.
authorized.
We rather put a motherfucking ball in our kids' hands than a motherfucking book.
Hey, niggas
or
not
motherfucking
a
gavel
book.
or
No matter
goddamn
what you go,
scalpel,
you will
nigga.
still not be authorized to know that
Nigga,
information.
Nigga, whatever.
Nigga, whatever.
You still will not be authorized to know that information.
Hey, dude, I know you said you don't give a fuck, but do you want to know though? Like for real? I would want to know. I would want to see.
man, real
I would
talk.
want to see this big ass ice wall.
I'd rather know who killed Tupac more than this shit. that shit been irking me for the past 28 years. I know who made this shit. I'd rather know that
Nigga,
shit
they
before
been
I know
solved-
that
They been
bullshit.
solved that shit, nigga. The nigga that killed him already been with the jail and shit. They just didn't report that shit in national news. They already caught them niggas, man. The nigga confessed to that shit.
I don't know, man.
So anyway, dog, my nigga, what you say, dog? You don't want to know? I want to know.
I don't give a fuck.
I want to know.
I
Though.
fuck it. If it is, we've been surviving on this bitch all this time.
Nigga,
Who gives a fuck?
preach.
Right.
I mean, I've been in this bitch.
Ask the astronaut behind us.
and,
and shit.
and taxes been coming
What you
out.
think, bro?
And motherfuckers die. And motherfuckers
Right.
live.
Right.
Preach.
What you think, bro? Hey, did y'all really walk on the moon and shit? Is this bitch flat?
Oh, you
Nigga,
talking
what's
to the
happening?
astronaut?
Yeah, talking to the astronaut.
They say, cut.
Right.
Let's take it over.
Hey, that nigga Biggie got drove off the edge of the motherfucker of the earth, nigga.
Somebody
That's where
pushed.
he at.
Somebody pushed him.
Man, he was cloned.
He was cool.
Hell no.
Cloned.
Hell no,
Shit.
man. I don't know, dog. We only got a few minutes left, man. Hit me in the comment box or give us a call at 760-283-4647. Hit that number one key, man. This has been a very entertaining conversation.
Yes.
More entertaining than I
Yes.
thought. But look, all right, so let's talk about some other shit, though, pertaining to this, of course. But like I said earlier, Kyrie Irving is one of these people who believe the earth is flat. Now, you know B.O.B., right?
Yeah.
B.O.B. the rapper. Dog. So he started a GoFundMe page for people to put money in so they can build a motherfucking their own rocket to shoot up into space and figure this shit out themselves and shit. Like, so he believe that shit too. Like, this some serious shit. Like, and then it's a joint on Facebook. A group on Facebook got like 150,000 followers. Like, these motherfuckers really believe that shit. They really believe. And I think what it is though is that people so mad. I ain't gonna say mad, but people so disillusioned with the government that they willing to prove anything wrong that's been given to you by the government, and I understand that.
According
But-
to Forbes, over 100 million Americans believe that the Earth is either flat or they lying about how big this bitch is. According to Forbes,
100 million.
it says only 2/3 of Americans millennial believe the Earth is round.
Yeah, I
so
seen
that's,
that, but
that's
millennials
2/3,
crazy.
300 million. That means
Millennials
100
crazy.
million people.
Yeah, millennials crazy. They think a whole lot of shit. Oh. Millennials crazy. But I don't know, man. It's a bunch of people who believe this shit. It's a bunch of people who put money into it trying to figure out. I ain't gonna lie. I don't necessarily believe it, but it do make me curious though. Like I do kind of want to know. Like
Join
I
the
want
Illuminati. They probably tell you.
You stupid as hell.
Yeah, they don't exist either.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I just want to see the ice
next week.
walls. Ain't nobody,
Nigga,
ain't nobody.
Nigga,
snuck a
you'll
picture
see
of that
the ice
motherfucker.
walls before you see the Illuminati.
And-
but
and
you
why-
believe that they exist.
And how come you say how can it be an ice ring around this bitch and when I say it's ice under the bottom of this motherfucker, that sound unbelievable. How's the ice around this bitch if it ain't ice on the
I
bottom?
didn't say it wasn't, but who says it is ice?
I mean,
on the-
shit, who says it's ice around the ring of this bitch?
So actually,
somebody be
they
keeping
don't
us.
nobody
Somebody be
motherfucking
keeping
know.
it in.
All this shit is just.
Don't nobody.
My whole
motherfucking
thing
know at the end
is-
of the
Right.
day.
I don't
Well,
care.
How do
sound
you
right.
curve water? I'm just saying. Tell me that, and then you just proved your ball theory.
No, you can't
How
prove-
do you curve water?
Cause all type of
Gravity
shit
and the
happens.
It's
density.
the gravity and shit. And
Gravity and density.
Yeah.
It curves water.
Yeah.
This some
All
science
type of
shit.
shit.
Gravity
how we
and
float.
electricity.
Water is one of the most densest elements on the fucking planet.
say gravity,
H2O.
electricity.
How do you conform?
Bro.
Not for real, because
You can't
current-
compress
currents,
it. You
that's
can't
where the word
compress
current
water.
come from.
But
It
river
produces
and down.
small
You can't compress
electricity.
You
water.
can't
So
predict
how?
water
So
anyway.
you can't compress it, but you can curve it. Is that what
How
you're
do
telling
you
me?
predict
The,
water
the,
anyway?
the gravity is enough to curve this motherfucker into a perfect ball.
But my thing
Is that what
is,
you're saying?
how do you predict water anyway when it flows this way and that way?
What do you mean
It
this
flow-
way and that way?
It flow that way, it flow upstream and downstream. So how can you predict water?
So it has to be a ball for it to flow.
But you didn't answer the question. The question was, how do you predict the upflow and the downflow?
I don't understand that motherfucking question.
Hey, man.
You can't predict the
Yeah.
upflow and the downflow if it's flat because it wouldn't be no such thing as a flow on a flat
Because water
surface.
flow upstream and downstream, am I correct?
Not on a flat surface.
No, but am I correct?
Yeah, it does.
Water flows upstream.
When have
and
you ever
downstream.
seen water? How the fuck does water flow upstream? Water can't flow
Yes,
upstream.
Yes, it does.
What happens
It
to
can't.
water?
Water can't flow up.
Yes, it does.
The Nile,
What
the
the
Nile
fuck?
flows
Yes,
backwards.
Yes, it does.
The
water-
Nile flows backwards.
Sorry,
If
but
there's
it does.
gravity, so there's gravity. Gravity should be pushing the water back down, not pushing the water up.
I don't know. The Nile does flow backwards though. I don't know why.
Water does
I'm
not
gonna
flow
break it down.
up.
I'm gonna break it down.
You cannot make water flow
does
up.
Bears
Water
Kiss
flows
happen?
up is gonna have to come back down, right?
Bears can't say
Hey, Venus say.
upstream, downstream.
Venus say you must
It goes
know.
both ways.
What you
Steve.
say? Oh, you
It
must
really
be
does,
ungodly.
Steve. It really does.
Man,
It
don't
flows
come with that
upstream and
motherfucking
downstream.
Bible thumping bullshit.
Oh,
Damn!
this nigga's
No,
a
I'm talking about Venus.
No, I said, ain't nothing about
These
that.
niggas
I'm
trolling
talking
now.
about this
Hey,
shit, man.
y'all about to have y'all own little side conversation,
Am I correct?
we gonna get y'all the show.
right? Y'all
Hey,
show up.
How does Bears can't say?
She's one of them indoctrinated bed witches. You know
She
what
said,
I'm
like,
saying?
wow.
Wow, how does
You know what I'm saying? She indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? And believe anything your white daddy tell you. You know what I'm saying? Just suck his dick to get your check too. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It goes
Yeah.
Damn.
This is getting out of hand.
I mean, she on a troll. She got one.
Yeah, she get way out of here. Yo,
wow.
we only got a few minutes left, man. Hit me in the comment box or give us a call. 760-283-4647. Hit that number one key, man. We about to go around the block one last time, and then we gonna get out of here, man. 'Cause this shit's getting real intense.
Start with angry dude.
Right.
He's
That's
an angry man.
Angry
He's
gigabytes.
dude.
Angry gigawatts.
Angry Giga.
Right.
Angry giga.
Troll bites.
No, so what you say, dog? Is the earth flat for real?
Like
Or
I
you
keep,
niggas crazy?
like I keep reiterating, bruh. I'm not gonna say this bitch is a plate.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this bitch is a motherfucking record
A saucer.
or a motherfucking saucer,
Motherfucking
nigga.
saucer.
I'm not saying this bitch is a frisbee, okay?
Yeah.
But they're lying about something. This bitch, the math don't add up when you start talking about curvature.
What if they not lying? Maybe they just
You
don't know.
mentioned all round objects.
But my whole thing is, when these people are doing these measurements of supposed curvature, why the curvature's not there?
Yeah.
If this bitch is supposed to be the ball that they say it is. You get what I'm saying?
No, I know what
They're
you're saying.
lying about something. And like I said, if one side is bringing me some evidence saying, well, look, this, that, and this, and you like, okay. The other side is like, fuck you. We told you this is what it is. Now believe us.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at you kind of sideways. Like, I'm going to look at, even if these other niggas sound crazy, but they're bringing motherfucking evidence, I'm going to listen to them.
For sure.
Then the motherfucker that's saying, fuck you, believe me.
Killer K, what'd you say, bro?
I don't know, man.
You say you don't know,
This can be both.
They can be both.
Flat air round. Flat air
Flat
round.
air around. Angry man, what you say?
Man, this motherfucking day, man. Y'all really know how I feel. This shit ain't helping me get to work no way or the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
And it damn sure ain't going to spin you to work.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Hey, nigga, if the earth is spinning, you should be able to jump, nigga, and move by the foot. By the time you come back down, this bitch moving at 1,000 miles an hour.
But you know, the motherfucking punk ass government just quit bullshitting with people.
Yeah.
Then, you know, maybe we'll figure the bullshit out. But at the end of the day, man, you know, Earth spinning. Is it flat? Is it moving? Is it this, that, and the other? You know, the cows fucking each other backwards. Nobody fucking know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
man.
all we can do is take what they give us, believe it or not, look at it, not this, that, and the other. We don't fucking know, man.
Yeah.
Don't nobody fucking know.
2 G's, what you say, bro?
Man, look, man. To somebody be able to Google these locations to me, man.
Google the locations.
And someone prove me
Send
otherwise.
me your location.
And to someone prove otherwise than the shit they've been feeding us forever, man. I don't still believe this bitch is around. I never.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Maybe we should find the flat edges, and maybe that's answers that
To some
motherfucker
other shit.
we've been looking for, like how far and who really killed Pocket Big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, maybe the dinosaurs jumped over that
Right,
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's where they went. That's where they went. That's where they
Fell off
went.
that bitch,
They
huh?
jumped off that bitch.
T-Rex
They-
like a motherfucker. They
Hey, they knew the government was coming. They jumped off the edge of that bitch.
like, oh shit, Trump in office. We out this bitch. We out.
Fuck out of here.
We out this
Oh,
bitch.
shit.
Game over, nigga.
Oh man, but you can't. Man, send me something where the fucking edge is at or some shit. I don't. Man, this bitch round, man. We ballin'.
More money, what you say, bro?
I say I'm programmed to know this bitch is round.
Yeah.
You give me other theories saying it's flat, show me.
Yeah.
And I really don't give a fuck
Yeah.
if this bitch flat or round.
I feel you.
Because that ain't gonna let me get through the net tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
I-
fuck them.
And like you said, I know a lot of this
They ain't
shit
gonna tell us shit, bro.
Yeah, they're not gonna tell us shit. A lot of this shit we've already been programmed. I mean, it just seemed like just because when you look at the whole, I don't know, the whole life cycle to me has always been revolved around a circle. So it seemed like to me that everything goes in a circular motion, and everything seems to be shaped like a motherfucking circle. And it only makes sense because of the season change and how I just feel like, because I've been watching a whole bunch of old ancient Egypt shit, I just feel like if this bitch was flat, my niggas in Egypt would have had figured this shit out already, and they'd have drew that shit in the hieroglyph. That's all I'm saying. I think they'd have already knew, because they some of the smartest motherfuckers on earth, and I think they'd have figured that shit out already. That's what I think about it. But at the end of the day, like you said, motherfuckers ain't paying our check. But I do want to say peace out to the moon man behind some shit, because that nigga didn't actually exist. And I don't give a fuck if if that contradict anything I said about what the earth looked like. I don't give a fuck. But I still don't think they went to the moon. But still, it is the livest cloud radio show on the planet,
On
nigga.
Earth.
now on the moon.
on Earth. On the round Earth.
On the round earth.
On the flat
Angry
surface.
motherfucker. This bitch is round.
And
See
we doing next
pictures.
week's show from the flat corner, B.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm getting a house right in the middle of Earth, nigga.
They trying to say this is
I'ma be-
that they took
Right from the edge.
Hey,
But it's
That's-
only one side of that bitch.
hey, I'm getting a house right in the middle of Earth. He's still.
Yo, fuck that, man.
That bitch might be flat.
We up out of here, man. And
Get the
Karen
fuck off my
just
shit,
checked
man.
in late. What up, though, Karen? Yo, we up out of here, though, man. To the next time, dog. The Live is Called Radio Show
That's all.
on the planet,
My whole thing
in the
is-
universe. You know what I'm talking about? Straight from the
That
E-Block
shit
Radio
was
Live
funny.
on your dial. I got my man Gigabytes in the building.
I'm out of here.
Got my man Killer K. You know what I'm saying? Got my man Angry Man.
Yeah, fuck all y'all.
Got my man 2Gs. 2Gs. Got my man Buck Buddy, dog.
Man, you know what it is.
And of course, you got your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the Mile High to the moon and back to the round earth, man. We about this bitch, y'all. Peace.
I mean, Kate.
Cake.
Cake.